And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! Here we go. Deuce. Great.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And able to find Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch the shit.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
And an Eagles first down.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's It's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Jones hit, and the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Ready? Get it.
Jones on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 12, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, Sam off.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Yo.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all.
And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Down the man inside, down the man. Check safety, check safety.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
34 from right, 34. Hey, box drop, box drop.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, it's Tate. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they route? Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, baby. Hey, wahoo! 52, Mike, 52. Record. 52. 52.
Second and 5 now. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jones now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Check.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll bring them back within 4. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Jones to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Jones now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Come.
Now Jones, off play action. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jones now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Let's go, D. Hey, lock it. He's coming. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
5.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Set the tone, defense.
There you go. Get it.
Again, it's Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You ain't got nothing. Ready.
Jones operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
There we go. Nice move. Nice move.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
There goes Sterling Shepard. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 81 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Wentz now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
We got 4. We got 4.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. 20! 5-9. You better be afraid of me! Bravo!
52, Mike 52.
Listen!
Throwing is Wentz. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Done. Ready?
7's the Mike.
Run flag.
Check 13. Check 13.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get it to Landry there.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, Zoo. Go.
Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
30 base.
Coming to you. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. You got three.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
You got block me. You got block me. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Clayton Gathers makes the stop. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On first down, they run with Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Go! Get it!
Looking to throw. Jones looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch. 36.
Again, it's Howard. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go, man.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's fine.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Let's go. 50, plant.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Green brings it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Tate. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Hey, Echo.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Jones going to throw again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Hey, Haywood.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You don't know no better. Hey, high 7.
Mike's 50.
Right.
50.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Giants on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Jones. Now a desperation. This is caught inside the 15. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gives this out to Saquon Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will